How American exceptionalism is damaging America's global reputation. For over half a century, the notion of American exceptionalism, or as other nations view as arrogance, has been a driving force behind the US's approach to global affairs. This belief in the inherent superiority and indispensability of the US has at times manifested in a unilateral approach to foreign policy, where the US asserts its interests without regard for international consensus or the concerns of other nations. However, this mindset is now being challenged as the moral authority and credibility on the global stage have been drastically eroded due to recent political and military policies being implemented. These policies and other factors were instrumental in the formation of BRICS and leading towards the decline of the US dollar. Concurrent with the decline of American exceptionalism is the rise of new global powers, such as the BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries have been working to reduce their reliance on the US dollar in international trade and finance, including the establishment of alternative financial institutions and the potential creation of a joint currency, tentatively referred to as the BRICS basket currency, or BRC. This shift could have significant implications for the US and its global economic and geopolitical influence, requiring the US to adapt to this changing landscape. In addition to the BRICS countries, several other nations have also expressed interest in joining this economic and political alliance, including Turkey, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Mexico, Indonesia, and Nigeria. The expansion of BRICS reflects the growing influence and assertiveness of emerging economies, which are seeking to reduce their reliance on the US dollar and Western-dominated financial institutions. Another key factor to reflect upon is the unintended consequences of US sanctions. America's over-reliance on sanctions as a tool to assert its interests and influence has also contributed to the erosion of its global standing. One prominent example is the case of North Korea, which has been subjected to a comprehensive sanctions regime imposed by the US and its allies. While these sanctions were intended to curb North Korea's nuclear and missile programs, as well as its human rights abuses, the continued application of these measures has had the unintended consequence of pushing North Korea to seek alternative alliances and develop more advanced military capabilities. America has significantly expanded its use of economic sanctions in recent years, targeting a wide range of countries and entities. Some of the major countries currently under US sanctions include Russia, Iran, North Korea, Cuba, Venezuela, Syria, and Myanmar. While these sanctions are intended to pressure target countries, they have often had unintended consequences, such as pushing them to seek alternative alliances. This is not only causing political turmoil, it also has the potential to accelerate the decline of the US dollar. The efforts by BRICS and other nations to reduce their reliance on the US dollar could have significant implications for the global financial system and the American economy. Some of the potential impacts include decreased demand for the US dollar, leading to depreciation and higher inflation, reduced ability of the US to finance its fiscal deficits and debt, challenges to the US's ability to use the dollar as a geopolitical weapon through sanctions, and the potential emergence of a new reserve currency or basket of currencies to challenge the dominance of the US dollar. Extending diplomacy and implementing conflict resolutions will ease tensions and assist in forging a new path forward. To address these challenges and rebuild its global standing, the US must adopt a more nuanced and collaborative approach to international relations. This will require a fundamental shift in mindset, moving away from the notion of American exceptionalism and towards a recognition of the multipolar reality of the 21st century. Key elements of this shift could include fostering greater cultural awareness and understanding, embracing multilateralism and international cooperation, prioritizing diplomacy and conflict resolution, and promoting a more inclusive, equitable global order. Only by adopting a more humble and collaborative approach can the US regain the trust and cooperation of the international community and play a constructive role in addressing the pressing challenges facing the world today. The emergence of all these various factors now in play necessitates an urgent reassessment of the current mindset. The shifting global power dynamics present both challenges and opportunities for the United States. Acknowledging the limitations of American exceptionalism and lowering the perception of American arrogance and embracing a more collaborative approach to international relations This would enable the US to regain its global standing and work towards a more stable and equitable world order.